everyone, how are you all? I hope you are doing tremendously well. So today is Wednesday the 15th of January. Oh, do you remember in my last video I said I had to keep sitting back because I was getting a wee bit too close? So what am I looking like now? Anyway, stop all that nonsense, Natalie. Right, so, and I've got my camera upside down, my iPhone upside down, so I have to look this side, not this side. Don't even go there. I always look in the mirror because I'm so narcissistic anyway, or the screen. So, cut out all that shite. I'm gonna have to start learning to edit my videos, but I'm a bit too lazy to do all that. Anyway, cheers. I have the coffee mug of doom with a pretty much cold coffee in there because I've been leaving it too long. Right. So this is my weekly weigh-in with Nat. And it's Wednesday, so I should have done this video on Monday, but I was supposed to have a house viewing last night. So they phoned me on Wednesday to do the house viewing, or Monday to do the house viewing for Tuesday. And so Monday, Tuesday, I was just, flat out trying to get the house ready. And then they phoned me Tuesday afternoon because it was supposed to be a Tuesday evening viewing and said that they had cancelled. So, so I've reduced the price of the house, said, fuck it. Sod it, bollocks to it, reduce the price of the house and see if that helps. So that is where we are. So to the weight. So yes, so stressful week. So clearly reverted back to type and pigging out and doing stupid things and whatever. So no real weight loss this week. I've a wee bit off, but nothing really to talk about. So I'm still in and around that 207, 208 mark roughly. I'm still sort of hovering around that, so maybe half a pound off, but nothing to write home about at all, just nonsense. So today I went down to the butcher's, and what I'm trying to do is, instead of going to the local supermarket and buying whatever's off the shelf, I'm wanting to try and get a relationship with a butcher so that I can go in and say, look, I'm looking for something to put in my slow cooker, which I said today, that I can leave in there for 8 hours and that it will then fall off the, just fall to pieces kind of thing. And so they were giving me some advice. So I've got a beautiful piece of pork loin, which I put some Moroccan spices over. I put some red onions in there. He says, look, just put some red onions in the water, put a wee bit of water in to sort of steam it, put some onions in, but I only have red onions. And just leave it. He says he puts barbecue sauce on it, but I don't really want to put saucy sauce and stuff. I don't mind putting herbs. I don't mind putting dried stuff on it, but I don't really want to put sauces in. So, oh, look, I'm going too close to this thing again. Hang on. Ooh, wiggle myself back. So anyway, so I have a big pork loin in the slow cooker, which I've got it on for 8 hours, and that'll be dinner tonight. So my creamy coffees, my pork loin, which should hopefully do me a couple of days. He's also recommended some brisket, pork brisket, which is basically a pot roast over in the UK, and it's brisket in the US. He's recommended some of that, so I'm going to try that next. So I'll probably pop down before the weekend and get another little bit. He has some oxtails in the deep freeze that he says he can get out for me if I want. So I'm going to try and do that. He says I can roast a full chicken in a little roasting bag. I can put that in the slow cooker and, it'll cook a chicken and everything. So I'm starting to educate myself by the experts on what I want to start, trying and eating, rather than just going down and, buying a sirloin steak or something like that. I'm trying to do some different cuts. And so I'm trying to get that relationship. They're lovely, lovely guys, my butchers. Really nice guys. I went in at about 9 o'clock this morning, so it wasn't too busy. So I was able to spend time talking to him, having a bit of a laugh and whatever. And so I'm hoping to do that on at least a weekly basis, getting a nice cut of meat and putting it in a slow cooker and just seeing, you know, what sort of meals I can make from that. Trying to be more, you know, obviously trying to go back to the keto, and also trying to, but on the carnivore side of the keto rather than the, you know, omnivore side. And Ms. Barbara from Ontario in Canada, you will be getting a postcard from me. Let me get my little selection out of postcards. I have some here, which I am going to send one of these to you. Thank you for sending me your email or your address to natalieplanner@gmail.com. If anybody wants a little postcard, I've already sent one to New York, New York. So good they named it twice. This next one is going out to Ontario in Canada. So if anybody else, even if you live 5 yards down the road from me, here in Northern Ireland, the metropolis of the universe, if you want a wee postcard from Natalie, send me your address at natalieplanner@gmail.com. So weight loss, bit of a this week. I was thinking of going back to one of the classes, either Weight Watchers or Slimming World. I couldn't this week because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've had the snafu with tax. They are reimbursing me some money this week, hopefully. So I should be back on track. So I'm still considering whether or not to go to a Slimming World or a Weight Watchers. But on the one hand, I want to go because I need the discipline of going on a weekly basis. And the other hand, though, is when I get too much into it and I get too controlling, my bulimia raises its ugly head again. And then I just get into the cycle of, you know, binging, purging, and then I binge because I know I can purge and, you know, whatever. So I don't want to do that. You know, if the weight's going on, the weight's going on. If the weight's coming off, the weight's coming off. But it's got to come off the right way, and I don't want to get into that cycle again. So, which is why I'm sort of reticent to kind of, I've got an itchy arm. It's why I'm reticent to kind of go back to one of those organized weight loss types of places, if you know what I'm saying. And any bulimics out there will probably, hopefully, know exactly what I mean. But anyway, it's an excuse to eat. I'm not even thinking about it. So, hopefully, I just dripped my coffee all the way down there. Hopefully, with getting some good food in the house, by going down to the butcher, getting food in so that I have food in the house that I can eat, that I don't need to feel guilty about. And, you know, if it's a pork loin, I am not going to feel guilty about eating half a freaking thing of pork loin, you know. I'll eat that till the cows come home, or the pigs. Anyway, so I'm going to get into the habit of getting some really good cuts that'll do me a couple of good days, and, you know, get a few things in for my son that, you know, that he can eat, that I can eat the meat side of it and he can eat the rest of it and everything. I was down at Mum and Dad's and at the weekend, and we had a lovely sort of pork loin on the bone kind of thing. There wasn't an awful lot of meat on it. The crackling was to die for. But I took some of it home. That did me a day or so. The dog is eating the bones of it. She loves the bones. And the other thing is my butcher will give me any bones I want for the wee puppy dog as well. So, you know, she gets sorted. So yes, looking to sort of get a relationship with a butcher, getting some really good cuts, maybe some different cuts of meat that I wouldn't really, you know, like I said, I've normally gone down to a butcher and I've got like a couple of steaks, maybe some really nice steak burgers that are easy to fry in the pan, some sausages and whatever. I don't really go for the bigger sort of joints. So that's what I'm hoping to do over the course of the next few weeks, is to kind of educate myself on what I can do in a slow cooker and what I can do in a oven or whatever. And as I say, get some good quality food in the house so that I can stop myself, you know, I can eat as much as I want without feeling guilty, and I can stop myself from, you know, going down into those silly cycles of binging and whatever. Or as I did last night, confession time, confession. I should have a big warning, confession. I got a Chinese, I got one of those, you know, you get like a little munch box where it has like a little bit of everything in it, chips and chicken wings and spring rolls, and I got prawn toast as well because I love prawn toast and I'm not allowed it. Yes, I know. So anyway, it'll stop me doing all that stupid stuff because I look and I think, oh, I've got nothing in the house. I'm hungry. Let me go eat something. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Let me go order something, right? So it's to stop all that. I can get some good customer. Anyway, there you go. 10 minutes. That is enough because apparently my average watched time by people is about 8 minutes. So I have to, I've got to try and keep my, my videos a lot shorter these days so that people can, you know, aren't bored by them. Anyway, any comments, please let me know. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, do what the do's do that you do when you do the things that you do. You know what I mean. And if you do want a postcard from Natalie here in Northern Ireland, you know, send me an email with your address. Love to send you a postcard. Okay, take care, folks. Bye.